Welcome back to Welsh Miniature Board Gamer, and today is going to be my review of what I got painted during the month of August 2024. So you've seen most of what I'm going to be showing you today because 90% of them are the Wargames Atlantic Lizard Men, but yeah, there are a couple of other miniatures I managed to get done, but because it's been the school holidays for my children, I haven't got quite as much done as I would have liked. But here it goes. So here are two of the lizard men, one with a little bit of a minor conversion, as in the sword, and one with the little spindly spears that they come with. Like I said during the review, the spindly spears are very spindly, and I'm a little bit worried that they're all going to snap off. A couple of them have, but hopefully not all of them, because that would be annoying to go through the entire collection and like reattach everything. But yeah, I like these ones with their rifles, with a musket and a AK variant. I think their future ones actually look really quite well. I wasn't sure when I looked at the box, but when I put them together, they do look pretty darn good. See, this is an example of what I was saying about their spindliness. His sword is already broken, this guy here, but yeah, I have to live with that, I suppose. Apart from the spindliness, I think they look pretty decent, you know. Oops. My paint jobs of lizards, I don't know. I can paint orcs okay, but lizards, I don't know. I'm still not sure about. I had some kind comments in the video when I did review this range, so maybe it's just me overthinking it. I'm not really sure. So I managed to paint up 21 of these, so that's quite a few of the box. I don't usually go through an entire box and paint up everything in them. I usually leave, bits of it for when I want to do conversions of another kit, etc. So I leave a few of the full bodies or a few of the sprues, to fiddle with. But with this one, I've gone pretty much through it already, so I don't think I've even got any of the bodies left, or if I have, there's probably one or two left in the box. So it must mean that I kind of liked putting them together, because usually, like I say, I leave a few for future, but these ones seem to have got used up pretty darn quick. I like these slingers. I think the arms of the goblins from Oathmark worked really well with sort of the lizard man bodies, and I think they blend in pretty darn good. Saying that, I also like this orc, I think, or goblin rather, from the Games Workshop goblin heads put on like the lizard men bodies. I think they worked really quite well. They give them quite a unique sort of tall, kind of gangly look about them, and I kind of like that. That's pretty good. So as I said, yeah, I painted up 21 of them. So yeah, that's why you're seeing quite a few of these lizards, and why maybe I didn't paint up quite as much as I would have liked. That, and of course, my daughters are on school holiday, so spending time with them instead of painting is no bad thing, but it does mean that my sort of output was rather cut back. I like the way this conversion worked. He worked pretty good with the shield and the spear, even though the spear is a little bit wonky, as I pointed out in the video, but not bad. You know, you can't really tell how wonky it is. And the final one of the lizard men, although he's more of a dog man now, with the mantic dog head and the plague arms. So someone was asking me how I did my bases. That's a texture paint that I make out of filler, acrylic paint and super glue. Not super glue. Don't use super glue. Wood glue, and I sort of mix it all up, and that's the sort of result that you get. It's very basic, it's nothing too fancy. This was the Rangers of Shadow Deep Lord something or other. Acklin, something like that. And I kind of liked the way he came out. He turned out pretty nice. Excuse my dog having, I don't know, having a bit of a wild time in the background. But I think he looks pretty good. Quite happy with how he actually turned out, which is very unusual for me. And then this was the other miniature that came in that pack. It was a 2 miniature blister, and this was Nezra, I believe, and she's kind of like a wizard, but I don't think she's meant to be a particularly adept wizard from one of the campaigns for Rangers of Shadow Deep. And the only miniature that I didn't review this month is this boy. So he is a scout trooper, obviously, on his speeder bike, and this is from I was going to say Marvel, from the Star Wars Legion rather. I think he turned out okay. He's a little bit messy, I'll admit. He's a bit messy, but I think he came up okay, and he fits in with my Stormtroopers that I did many, probably years ago now, because I'm finally getting around to actually painting up some of the characters and the vehicles that were in that sort of starter box. And so this is my first scout bike. There is another scout bike to come, which will be on the paint table very soon. And then there's that Walker, Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker that I still got to paint from that starter set, which I really like actually. It kind of looks pretty good, but the game doesn't really appeal to me, and I haven't really got a player to play it against, so I haven't been in any rush to paint them. But yeah, I quite enjoy painting Star Wars because it was a huge part of my youth. You know, I grew up I was born in the mid-70s, so I grew up with the original Star Wars trilogy, and you know, I was obsessed like most young lads were at the time. So yeah, that's what I got painted up this month on Welsh Miniature Board Gamer. So if you've enjoyed, please leave a like, maybe leave a comment down below, and I will reply to it. And if you really liked it, which I somehow doubt with this video because it's been rather boring, you could subscribe. So that has been 24 miniatures painted up this month, which is not a bad little tick, considering I have been rather distracted. So until next time, it's going to be goodbye from me, Welsh Miniature Board Gamer.